Momentum. Momentum is a event company based in this region. Their head office is in Yiske, and they do some festivals in the area. So they do a festival called Summerfest. It's in Yiske, and they're a small island. And then they started doing this festival called Jugendfest in Ålesund, and it has become one of the biggest festivals in this area. A lot of people go there every year. So when Momentum is doing all these festivals, they realize that we are doing this festival and we sell a lot of beers from other breweries. So why not have a brewery of our own? So that's where they came up with the idea of making their own brewery in Ålesund, and that's how the idea of this place came into existence. The initial plan was to make a small facility here and see how it goes, and then make a bigger production facility after a few years. And the plan was to start it this year in 2022. Original plan was this, but then COVID came and then kind of disrupted everybody's plans. So the plan is still there to go to a bigger production facility and be able to supply beers to festivals, to other bars and restaurants in Ålesund and across Norway and maybe some other countries as well. So we started this in 2017, and the plan for production facility is still on the table, but we don't know when it's going to happen. We started with 45 people from day one, because when you're opening, you know that it's going to be a lot of pressure, because people have a lot of expectations from you. When you're a new concept in a town like Ålesund, we are the first brew pub in this city, or this town. So people have expectations from you, so you have to be ready when you are opening the doors. So we started with a big team of workers, and we had people working in the brewery, in the kitchen, and then in the service department. But with the time, people come and go, because this business is, in this business you change jobs very often. It's not like a career-based business. People don't work in these fields for too long, so people came and went. So now we are around between 30 and 35 people, and me, one of the chefs, his name is George, and the head brewer Randy. We are the only constants in the business, and everybody has left and new people has joined the company. I think my favorite year in Molo was 2019, because it was the third year of our existence, and the reason I liked it a lot is because I think I was good enough at my job, so I knew my job a little bit better than before. Plus, we had a very good customer base at that time, and we had a very good team of workers at the time as well. So I really enjoyed working in that time. I still am, but then COVID came, and it got a little bit harder to work in this business, because people come to these places to have a good time, to socialize with their friends, families, and their colleagues, co-workers, and socialize, like, meet other people. But when COVID came, you couldn't do that anymore, and you had to maintain, or like you had to work with a lot of restrictions. So it kind of killed the purpose of socializing or going out. Since the COVID is over, it has been really busy, and actually we are really happy that it's busy, because it's about time that we go back to the normal routines, and to have the full house like we used to in 2019 before the COVID started. So it is busy almost every day of the week, but the Friday and Saturday are our busiest. Looking forward to hopefully like better team, because we couldn't hire more people because of the restrictions. When the business is not good, you cannot invest in anything. You cannot invest in improvements, because you cannot spend the money you don't have. So the last two and a half years were about the survival, about the existence. So you're just trying to exist with all the problems of the business. But now it's time to flourish and improve. So I'm looking forward to a better team, better facilities, improving the house, and hopefully expansion.